Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to share a simple recipe of a perfect soft fluffy donuts. Everybody loves donuts and these donuts are very good to go in your kids' lunch boxes. You can enjoy them on your tea time or as a dessert on your dinners. Let's start the recipe of these tempting donuts. Let's begin the recipe. So first, most important part before you start making donuts is to check the activeness of yeast. Take 1 cup of warm milk, not very cold, not very hot. In hot milk, yeast will die, and in cold milk, the yeast will not activate. I am adding 1 tablespoon of yeast in warm milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix them properly. Cover them and leave it for 10 minutes to check the activeness of yeast. You can see the milk have frothiness and bubbles on the top. It shows that your yeast is perfect and active. Now I'm going to prepare the dough. First I'm using 1.5 cup of self-rising flour. I'll use the rest of the flour later. I'm going to use total 4 cups of flour. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt. Mix them properly. Now leave them aside. Now I'm taking wet ingredients. First I take 2 eggs. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, melted butter around 3 tablespoons. Now I'm going to add the active yeast milk mixture. Now mix them properly until they are well combined. Now come to the dry ingredients. Make a nest in the center of a flour and add all the wet ingredients, the egg mixture in the middle. We have to make a very soft dough. Gradually add the leftover flour as you required to make a very nice soft dough. This dough will be a little bit sticky, so you need to add little amount of flour. As you see, the dough is very sticky, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Nice mixing and kneading will make a perfect dough. You don't need too much flour. You just need a nice mix and a kneading later. This is the perfect texture of a dough. As you can see, this is a little bit sticky and not very hard. Now you have to cover the dough with a shrink wrap and a towel and put it in some warm place to rise the dough for 1 hour. After 1 hour, I take the dough out. Now it needs more kneading. I knead the dough again for 10 minutes. Now I'm rolling the dough to make a 1/2 inch thick flatbread. Now use donut cutter or any cookie cutter. If you have no cutter, then you can use any circular shape. I'm using 2 different sizes of circular shapes. Now you have to use butter paper or any parchment paper to place the donuts. This is the safest way to deal with the donut to avoid any breakage. Now shape more donuts, as many as you can from the leftover dough. I made 22 donuts. All donuts are shaped. Now place them on a tray and cover them with a shrink wrap. Put them in a warm place and leave them for another 1 hour. After 1 hour, you can see the donuts are perfectly raised. You can see these are so soft and ready to go for frying. Now put the oil in a white pan and heat it up on medium to high flame. Place one donut nicely. Cook 10 seconds on one side. Flip the donut and cook more 10 seconds from other side. Donut is well raised and perfectly cooked. Now cook more donuts. Place the prepared donuts on an iron rack so the excess oil can drip. Donuts are rising very well, as you can see. Cook them until they have nice golden brown color. This is how you place the donuts on the iron rack to drip the excess oil. After donuts are ready, here's the most interesting part of making donuts is to decorate them. Pick your favorite chocolates, cookies, sprinkles, sauces. So here I have white chocolate, brown chocolate. I'm going to melt them in microwave for 1 minute. Here I take one donut. First I'm going to coat them on sugar. Sugar coated donut is most easy to make and most flavorful. Now I'm using melted chocolate for another donut. Dip your donut inside the chocolate. Remove excess chocolate. I'm using some sprinkles, some M&Ms. You can use your any favorite treat, sweets, some chocolate chip. I have some white chocolate chip, some brown chocolate chip. Use your creativity to decorate them. Involve your children with you to decorate your own donuts. They will love and enjoy them. I'm using some white melted chocolate, some chocolate fingers. If you love strawberries, I'm using some strawberry sauce on this one. Here I'm using some chocolate chip, chocolate sauce, chocolate fingers. I'm using chocolate sauce in this one and some chocolate sprinkles. You can use plenty of ideas to decorate your donuts. Here I'm using some nuts as well. I use some almonds on the donuts and some Snicker bars. Place the ready donuts on the iron rack so the excess chocolate will drip on the tray. I hope you like and enjoy my recipe. Subscribe my channel. Allah Hafiz.